This is week 2, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Week 2, game 1.
Okay, I was about to say, like, my days are off.
Map change should be next week, I think.
No, it's 3 weeks.
Oh, I was about to say, can we get Horizon in the next set? Just saying.
No.
I do random. Where, dude, honestly, where is League broadcast? There we go.
I'm gonna hope we get
Week
Horizon.
2, game 1.
I hate Horizon.
But think of it this way, though. If you get one of those maps out of the way, they all won't end up in the same set at the end. So you want to get them spaced out, you know?
Alright, we're good to go.
Nice.
Here we go.
Yep, you're good to go.
Just...
They both said they're ready, right?
I believe so.
Fairy hasn't.
Alright.
Right now. I'm trying to look. I'm gonna make sure. Okay, it's shared. Cool.
Like, probably looking forward to watching Muslim play again.
Yeah.
Muslim's
And we're looking
so
forward
good.
to see Raymond. Not Ramon. Raymond.
No, it's Ramon.
No, it's Raymond, dude. It's Raymond.
Ramon.
It's Ramon. It's Ramon.
Ramon.
Oh my
I'm
God.
down.
Honestly, we must have been pronouncing him wrong that entire stream.
I honestly was getting pissed when I was editing for the highlight video. I literally muted it. I muted it because I could not stand listening to it.
Oh my goodness.
He was absolutely torturing us. I'm not gonna lie.
And the problem was he was doing so much you constantly brought up his name. Like it had to be a
but
DPS.
Ramon's such a better name. It's Ramon now.
No, it's Raymond.
I'm actually gonna message him now and tell him that he's gonna be called Ramon for the rest of the for the
Spell it
rest
out.
of the week.
Rahmon. Ramon.
Ramon. We're good to go.
Did Fairy say yes?
No, we need to sort out spectators.
Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we gotta get
can
all
you?
of them.
It's Razor. What team is he on? Is he on Hailstorm or Arctic?
I can pull up the schedules. Or not the schedules, the rosters. Hold on.
Yeah, please. We've only got 5 people to do. Hailstorm has Dodo, I think.
Let's see, it looks like Ramen is Hailstorm, I think? Where is it? Because they're so force separated. Where's Hailstorm?
Yeah,
Down.
Ramon is Hailstorm.
Yes.
I'm Lag. Is he?
I'm Lag is Hailstorm.
He might be out
Devil
for the
Slayer? Devil
Yeah.
Slayer is.
Other two
game. He's
are
Hailstorm.
Other two
I
are
think-
Hailstorm.
I think they're all Hailstorm.
Yeah, all of them are Hailstorm.
Oh my god. He is serious.
Beautiful.
They've literally brought an entire team.
Hey, it's good, you know, because over the course of a game, you know, you start off rough. You always got the subs to make, you know, kind of balance it out.
Now that we've got 5
Or
subs though.
fatigue. Like fatigue.
This
you know?
is why I think that we should have an A and a B team.
A what?
I kinda,
An A and a B team.
I mean, I kind of like,
So, like-
having that blanket, though. You know, just in case.
Yeah, but it's not fair on some players, so. Especially when the teams are getting as big as they are.
Well, I could see that. But for
I
now,
might bring it up, but
all I do know is Volskaya, a very brawl-heavy map, at least when you get to the point of it. You know, straight through first point, not to choke.
I literally just noticed that there's robots in the last fight, in the last match that I casted. I only just noticed that there was robots.
And we're on beautiful
Right.
EU ping for both of these teams.
Same, like, I do say, though, we got a lot of, at least a bit of interesting composition on the side of the attackers, at least in spawn. Tor, Bastion, Sombra.
No, that's a meme. They're
I'd be
only
down to
doing
see
it so we
though. For the attack, I'd be down to see it.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Fairy Stars play Widow in my life.
Alright, now I'm freaking pissed.
See, on the defensive though, Rhines are on.
To be fair, like
It won't let me spectate
it's a little
first
bit of a
person.
weird comp from Tom's team as well, but they did really well last time we played against them. Yeah, they're just gonna go goats. This map is such a goat heavy map on attack, it's unbelievable.
I mean, like, if you can push straight through the choke, there's no worry. And of course, with wrong on the point,
No.
Goats is going to be strong.
Is it? Oh my god, this is an.
Oh.
It's good defense, good defense.
I bet
They're
that actually
managing to
fixed
even
them.
up a little bit, but both Rhines are down. Maybe a little bit of spawn out back. Oh, the Zaya's gone now as well. This just looks like it's going to be a roll now.
It's slowly turning in the favor here of Arctic on the attack. Of
Yeah.
course, reinforcements will be coming in relatively quickly. There you go.
Oh, that's a big sleep. It's good sleep. No, I think they should just give this point up, to be honest.
Oh, a huge
but they don't
knockoff.
give them
Unless-
more ult
Oh,
charge
sick.
than they need.
Yeah,
He's gonna get both healers here.
I mean,
it's not staggering.
at this point, Connor's literally just feeding.
Alright, I am
Yeah, like,
so
you pushed in
sorry, stream. I will fix this after the game. I thought I had it set.
like too much stagger, you know, like you kept pushing in and pushing in. It's good to stall, but at the same time, with how Goats works, you'd probably stand a better chance trying to jump on them here.
Yeah, and
Just because you can get some
Hailstorm,
more
or I
high
mean,
ground.
Arctic gets a huge ult advantage right now.
Yeah.
They almost got beat, grab, bomb, and they already have coalescence coming out early.
Oh, that's a big wall. It's actually a big wall, just reducing everyone to come back. Oh,
Putting the nice shutter as well, getting two.
that's a good counter. Oh my god.
Oh, grab eaten. Bomb coming out though.
Lands right on top of the wall.
Beautifully
I mean-
placed. And one.
I mean, Musbin's putting in quite a bit of work on the
Oh,
Diva.
he went off
but
the map. Unlucky. Oh, he's in the
Sleeping
map too.
charge.
I think he just sort of like. I think that must.
Ugh.
On the opposing side, they are coming up with some ults of their own. They're about to have 5. Should be able to get the Ryan and Mail despite.
Yeah, this. I mean, to be fair, this is pretty much a free fight for a Hailstorm. If the, I don't agree with that at all. Like, I
They
think
tried-
that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a big shatter.
There you go, gonna turn it around a little bit there.
I don't think they needed the die at all.
Or if they were gonna pop it, I think you waited a little bit later. As you saw the Diva come straight in, you didn't have any clue if they used
Get the
defense
dog
or
I
not.
hear out there.
Up to that point, you should always try
Yeah,
to wait
like-
it out first.
I feel like,
I know, yeah, that was
especially
that was too
with the most recent patch that's coming out for Diva, I think people are gonna have to force out Defense Matrix a lot more now. Just
Has that been
because-
live yet?
Door contact.
And people go,
Yeah.
it comes, it's on PTR right now, I think. I think it comes out in the next couple of weeks. But Diva's Defense Matrix recharge time going from,
1 to 2, right?
yeah, it goes from 1
Yeah.
second to 2 seconds, which is, in itself is really big.
And speaking of, ooh, big grab, gonna get the Diva, gonna get all of them with
Oh,
the
that's
snow
big,
globe.
that's big, that's big. The snow globe's huge.
No, why would I turn it in? It's not done.
The
I don't have the
coalescence
teacher
trying to help
recommendation
the team
yet.
survive there, however, just so much damage on the side of Hailstorm here, gonna keep.
Yeah,
I
ask
mean,
Risto.
Tom's
I gotta
putting
tell him no when I come
absolute
back to school.
bits on the mid.
'Cause he's-
So's
I don't see him.
Dominator, to be honest, on the Zarya.
They're like Goats. Once you start able to start separating these components and going after
Wait,
one
May-
Yeah,
at a
February?
I
time,
think they're
Goats
just
fall
going
apart.
to 2-2-2 comp now.
Oh.
Which I can
Yeah,
agree
they're
with
just
as
going.
well.
Okay.
They're just going like half dive. It looks like, which I don't really understand considering that they're playing May. But
May and Reaper, to be precise, against the Winston.
Yeah.
At least. That's kind of a weird pick.
it's just sort of, they're just gonna get battered, and now they've brought out the Sombra as well.
Oh, there you go. Gonna get the anti on the Reaper. We do see the Ash top left there.
Yeah,
Going from the backside point.
I don't. I don't agree with the Winston going after the May, but
With the shatter, looked like he got at least
no,
one.
it didn't. Did it hit anyone?
It looked like it may have gotten the Lucio.
I mean,
It does look. this is something I've always seen in teams. You can't really mix play styles. They don't work a lot of the time. Like, if you're gonna run the dive tanks, I think you do get something more mobile, like I do think you have with the Sombra, but get something else to go with it. You know, because you're leaving your Ashe in the back alone.
We've got so many defensive ults now. With we've got Blizzard and we have Trance online. Both are big ults, especially for separating teams.
However,
and we've also got Grav.
That wouldn't count Arctic out in this fight, though. Even if they do pull Trans, they do have the Deepa Bomb online, ready to go.
I mean, that...
Never mind, that's probably a one fight.
Yeah, this fight's won.
Very nice usage of the EMP there with the Sombra, and if you're on the opposing side...
I think the Zen can push with Trance, yeah.
Yeah, at least...
Oh, that's huge! That is so smart!
Very good primal
that
there.
Was so smart by Keys. The MP was absolutely massive there. It was so smart, but I feel like I don't think they really had anyone tracking any ults there. Because the May could have actually walled off the Bob, I guess, but...
Well, yeah, I was about to say, I think it caught 5 in the EMP, I'm not quite sure. But anybody that was near that point got stopped. It was a really good play on that part. I feel like it wouldn't have happened if they were actually tracking ults. I will say though, that was a really good stall. I mean, they started off that defensive at almost 7 minutes on the clock, dragging them down to 2:13. That's pretty impressive in my book. I'll give them that. That's really impressive. With, it looks like a goats of their own coming out on the side of Hailstorm.
Roadhog goats though.
I think they're gonna go dive for Arctic, I think.
Looks like dive tanks with a Sombra Pharah. Personally, I know it's a bit, you can see it as cheesy, but recently against Goats I kind of found doing the double turret strat, taking a side a piece, you know, have a Bastion Torb, double shield it. It works pretty well. Especially if you can pull us into it.
I mean,
Discord.
I'm not gonna lie, whenever I've watched Dive on Volskaya on defense, I've always been so impressed with it. But also having the Lucio just stay back with the tanks is pretty relevant, and just being able to give the Mercy free roam. But we have Hailstorm. Oh, that's huge.
So they kind of split off there.
Top line getting 2 clean picks on supports, 3 picks on supports.
I say though, Hailstorm put up a fight.
This is a 1 map now, I think. This is a 1 point. This is a 1 fight.
Huge hook. Not able to finish though. Ooh, he does get the finishing shot.
The other 2 supports coming in for Hailstorm.
How did he manage to get that with the hook? Oh my god, is this going to be a turnaround?
I was about to say, all it takes is that Lucio with the reinforcements. They can get those supports back really quickly from the longer spawn. And it seems like that's going to save them here. Allow them to get this point and go on to point number 2.
There hasn't been really much to commentate on in the first fight at all. It's just like been 2 absolute steamrolls.
However, point number 2 is where it kind of changes up here. Goats.
I mean, we have EMP, which is going to be huge against the Pharah.
It really will be. It kind of depends, especially also with most of the tanks you have here. Oh,
Shatter goes down, but EMP counters.
That's so big. That's so big. That counter EMP. That's so impressive.
That was huge, but it still looks like Hailstorm. Not quite phased by it. Gonna get 2 picks.
I mean, we have Tom on Soldier, and Tom's Soldier's actually immense. It's so impressive.
And even with the res going out there, you lost your support.
But
and your
we have Primal active as a.
Oh, that's a huge grab, especially with the attack drive going off.
Another EMP.
That's so smart.
Like that looked like 30 seconds. It's
Oh my god, Tom, that's actually insane. I'm so impressed.
Down there. We are seeing a bit of stall coming out.
Dominate is just being given free roam to swing here.
And Speaking of the other half, Connor going off on the Zarya, beautiful bubbles, great management is. Oh, gonna pin
Oh,
the Reaper.
what pin?
Reaper pin
Oh my god. Dom, what are you doing? This is insane.
I will say, kind of looking at this map early on, lots of goats. However, we definitely did see one side find a way to push through a little bit faster. Going into these next 2 rounds, what do you expect from the opposing team? You know, you've already seen goats first point, and if you're Arctic, you've seen your opponent run it all the way through.
I'm just expecting stall on this point, to be honest. I don't think there's any reason not to try a stall tactic in this. Like, especially on first point and extra time. Because if they do play goat, then obviously you can just try and pump as much damage on as possible.
I was about to say, I mean,
So,
I'm honestly thinking double turret. Maybe even add a summon
yeah,
there.
I could see them going double turret. I could see both teams going double turret, actually.
It's a really good stall, especially if you can run it right. You never quite know where the turrets are going to be. And of course, you have to still go up there and take them down if you're running goats, which can cause a lot of issues. Either that or you have to just survive the flurry of bullets by the Bastion.
Yeah. And especially, like, the D.Va has to waste defense matrix on it.
This looks like I'm running the Ana Zen here with the Bastion. Actually a really good combination. The anti going up and over. Ooh. For a second there, I thought it was gonna hit. Like, I thought it was gonna nail the spawn. I would have been like, holy crap. Goats though, heavy left side. Pushing them right up towards the Bastion. There you go, gonna go up into that right little room.
They have to rotate, yeah.
So now it just kind of opens up like a firing range. They have to come through that door or go wrap back around to get the point. Either way, you're going to leave yourself vulnerable and like a line, perfectly line of sight for Bastion.
They actually just can't do anything about it.
Spinning through, D.Va gets left alone, slept antied.
Big anti is.
Oh, that's such a big move.
Gonna get that main tank out of the way, but we are seeing a pick onto the Lucio of Arch. Their D.Va down as well. Tom firing.
Oh my god, Tom's just giving free roll here. Free roam.
That's kind of been the theme with his DPS throughout here. I mean, he's picking Mei and Bastion, at least from what I've seen, also the Soldier, just kind of getting all the opportunity in the world. Actually, Firefox still on the Soldier here doing a good job as well. Just the hit scan play overall on the side of Hailstorm has been good to this point. They're going to keep the goats. They do have.
I'm surprised they haven't switched off one support for Sombra now. But
honestly, with what I'm saying of Arctic, I would personally run triple off tank or off support goats. You know, you add the Zen in there for the Moira maybe. Try that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, the D.Va's trying to go around.
Zarya's flanking right now, going for the grab.
Oh my god,
caught,
that's
gets them all in it.
Oh, there you go. Yep, everybody's in there. However, not much change as Bastion tank gonna come out.
Oh, that's such a good push. That's such a good push by the D.Va.
Yep,
I don't think you really need
the tact
right now, but
we're gonna have to wait. See, this fight's pretty even at the moment.
Tom's just ruining this team.
Oh, he missed the D.Va bomb and he's off the map.
Ah, so close. Last remaining soul as SSB, they're gonna get taken out. As one tick on the side of Arctic. Now must defend for 541.
At least they have a chance to win, because I feel like it gives you a little bit more of a reason to defend for that long.
Yeah.
And honestly, with what your opponent, if I'm the offensive team here coming in, I'm expecting, okay, they're gonna go for countering goats. So what is the most far off thing we can pick from goats? Just to throw them a curveball. If you can get to that point, and as long as you get that first tick, you almost guarantee victory.
I can see dive. I can see dive coming out.
I could definitely see dive. Maybe just a normal Ryan Czar, or just triple support. You know, not goats, just triple support and add a Pharah in there, perhaps.
Are we gonna see this? We're seeing Sim and Bastion come out from Arctic.
There you go, the nice double turn. A little different than
Actually,
I
I don't like Sim Bastion together on this map. I really hate it. I mean, teleport is good because you just teleport across to the side of the map.
And it can help with the rotating of the Bastion.
I don't agree with the Pharah coming out though.
I kind of like it on the offensive side. I mean, even if it doesn't work out right away, you do have 5 minutes to work with here. And of course, once you see the comp the first time, you can make those adjustments.
I mean, you've got pretty much 2 guaranteed ults on this.
And like we've been saying, you know, you just got to get a tick and a half. If you beat them in one team fight, you can almost take that wholly. Speaking of, they're already going for the point, getting a bit of the tick going. First pick going to the Bastion.
Zen's off the map. Oh, that was very smart with the sim play there, teleporting the Bastion across.
I told you
the shield doesn't
oh my
protect
god,
him.
big picks by Bastion.
Oh, Bastion immediately res back up though. Nice play there. I mean, looking at the comp they're running, I really do like Mercy Lucio, or on the opposing side at least. It kind of helps you get back fast. I just don't know if the dive's going to work into this Bastion, along with the Orisa. I mean,
You also have these sim turns that slow you down tremendously.
Yeah.
I honestly think with the comp you're playing against, you can keep the Pharah, I think, to get that height, but at the same time you get another shield buster to help get in there and destroy that shield. Get up close and personal, to a degree.
I mean, I would just like to see, I guess the Pharah's waiting for a good time to use Barrage.
Because if they can flank around right now, they got both Bastion and
the Pharah's going
there.
for the flank around the outside now.
Very smart. I mean, if you can get this Mercy early, or maybe even just the Zen.
No, I think she's just good. Try and go slowly, use Barrage, and then just try it.
You gotta shield this Bastion if you're gonna run it.
And I'm about to say, they're kind of playing the pinch here. Going
That's so smart to rotate.
I think Tom should have gotten a little bit closer there with that Ferald. Still did get the pick.
And they do get the res as well,
the Bastion's being pushed on now. They had to leave. I
mean, all you have left is your 2 tanks. You have the Orisa.
Well, no, this is game over now. Yeah, game over.
It was a nice stall attempt there. It did work very well from the start, but just once they did that little pinch maneuver with the Pharah and the rest of the dive going behind them, you just can't have enough shield for that. Connor, big diva play coming out here to end off our first map. I think this was during the defensive on the second end.
Who impressed you on that map, by the way? Did anyone impress you?
I think Tom's just a stellar DPS in general.
Yeah, Tom was solid.
Of course, Connor on the tank roll there did really good, especially Zarya pushing in that first Goats attempt. That was beautiful. One of
Both
the best
Doms
Zaryas I've seen
and
in quite a while.
SSB's Winston play was pretty good though with their primals and just making space for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly say, wasn't for the primal, that first map could have gone a little bit differently.
Who left there?
A good question. I mean, we saw map 1. We're moving on to our, is it 2? No, it's not 2CP, it's, I forget what's always next. I always forget the rundown of these maps.
Oh, now we've got the Tracer that absolutely ruined us. Gibby for throw.
So yeah, we will have Ramen coming in here for Hailstorm. Let's see, as we're going to head towards map number 2. Where'd it go? I lost it. No, it's in here somewhere. Oh, Hollywood. Okay, I was about to say Hybrid's next. I should remember that by now, but I don't.
Where are we going now? Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah. And honestly, Hollywood first point is a lot like Volskaya first point, just that there's a little bit more of a bend you gotta get around on Hollywood. You can play more behind on the point, and you still got really good sight lines of your opponent. Looking at both sides here, going into this next map, what changes in your game plan do you make? Because, I mean, we saw that both teams ran goats early, then they both kind of shared that bastion, shield, defensive. Do you think we'll see something similar on Hollywood? Maybe some kind of unified offensive strategy overall? Okay.
What's Ramon's tab? Raymond's tag.
It should just be Raymond. It's Raymond,
I
man.
was right. What's he complaining about?
What do you mean?
Tom's just like that. That's not Raymond. Wait, what? What's Chowdhury doing?
You know what I mean? You don't have Raymond in. Raymond's in spectators.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, I know. I put him on blue team. There. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We should maybe switch sides. Just click switch all. And then rename the teams.
Yeah, there we go. Attack first Hollywood. I kind of would rather defend first on this kind of map. I mean, know exactly where you stop them at, you know? Because even if you are attacking second and you know, okay, we only got to get the point, it's still better to know that out of the gate than having to match what your opponent, you know, match the opponent.
To be fair, this
on.
map's actually really hard to do well on.
I do think, like I said, I think first point's really similar to Volskaya, just that there's more protection for the defensive side to use.
What I see common on this map is you run a totally different comp for the first point than the second point. Like, you usually see the Orisa Road, Bastion, Bunker comps on first point, and then you see Dive come out for second. Then even third, you kind of see it change.
It's more ball-esque when you get into that third point. It's just really tight corridors. You know, you can get a lot of charge off Zarya that way. You can keep fights really close. Just Hollywood has you guessing at all times. I do think
Apparently, I was
Goats could
Gibby on the wrong team. What?
Gibby is spectating red, I think. That's the problem.
Yeah, spectate blue.
There we go. I'll get a look at both of these teams to start off, like, especially since I'm the tank guy. I like all the tanks so far. They're playing really, really well. Like, that matchup is one of the most heavily contested, I think, of the bunch at the moment. Just the front lines battling it in and out. Keeping that wall up, for the most part, is going to be key here. And of course, the DPS play is doing really well as, you know, decided a good bit of it last map as well, especially...
I know Fairies literally custom made a team to play Goats, so...
I mean, Goats is still strong. After the next patch, we'll have to wait and see, especially with some of those nerfs and buffs.
Every single team on the PTR currently that is a pro team is playing Goats, even on the next patch as well.
Yeah.
I was about to say, my guess was going to be something like triple support. You keep Rein, Czar, and then Reaper. Just kind of add the Reaper in place of the Diva. That was kind of my thought going into it. And maybe add the Mercy in there to pocket the Reaper, just because the lifesteal and the extra healing could keep him up.
Well, literally, like, Reaper's damage heal buff is literally, it's just a joke. Like, he doesn't need that extra buff.
Like, I think the armor will help a bit, but it's not gonna be the end-all at this point. I don't know, maybe Reaper will see some more playtime. We'll just have to wait and see as the coming months.
I can see certain players playing Reaper. I know Spirit is literally gonna be solo main and Reaper now. Well, he already was pretty much a solo main for Reaper, but I believe he doesn't want to play any other characters apart from Genji. It's nice to see Tom bringing out the Genji for this match, though.
It looks like they're going some esque DPS.
I want to see how this works out though, because we have Arctic here playing goats on first point, and then we have a diving Genji and Tracer, and I'm guessing dive tanks are going to be coming out soon into this goats comp, and it might be a little difficult.
You don't have a lot of damage with those like flanker DPS types, though. I mean, if you run the Doomfist and the Sombra, I can see that a little bit, just because they can help disperse and or hack. But I'm not quite sure on the Tracer Genji.
They are going
fair,
Zarya though.
like...
Oh, and they were hiding in the
didn't
back.
realize.
Oh, they just ran straight through. That's gonna definitely give them. Almost got the first tick right away from that. That's nice charge to the
that's
brig.
such a big pick. Oh, we're all even. Oh no, Tom's just popping off right now.
Yep, there you go. Now you can just pick apart the enemy team. They have no shield. I mean, at this point you have a huge numbers advantage.
I mean, this is a 4-3 numbers advantage. 4-4, sorry. We have the Rhine coming back in now.
Lucio's key on points like this. I mean, you can get your reinforcements back in a lot quicker than your opponent. You can draw out fights and win. You know. However, we are seeing Arctic come back in. Oh,
huge
shatter. Gonna get 3.
I mean, Dominant is literally just swinging. He doesn't care.
And now all you have left is a couple supports in the Czar. D.Va coming in as well.
Oh, that's such a big fire strike on the Lucio there.
Kill him with
I'm
that
so impressed with
dart.
Dominator. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
And of course, there you go. Like, they did give a good bit of stagger there, taking off about an extra minute of time from their opponent. However, I do think I never quite got defensive goats. Like,
They literally just got outsmarted there. Like, they just got outsmarted. They weren't watching.
It's still, but it wasn't really a roll on the first point. What did that? It took them at least 2 minutes. It might have been a little bit more.
It wasn't a roll. But now we have 4 ults for Hailstorm right now. Oh my god, what an eat! The D.Va's eating the grab.
And the rally out as well. So, they're popping all the support ults. And the Shatter as well, which got shut down.
Going for the Pharaoh.
Oh, no.
What is this man doing? And he gets him.
Hey, got.
Wasn't able to get anyone else though.
Tom's actually so impressive right now. I'm not even gonna lie. And then as soon as I say that, he dies.
They're still brawling out this point though, even after all these ults coming out.
Oh, the big D.Va ball.
That might be big.
Backside a point.
Be able to bubble it though.
Yep, not gonna lose anybody, so you can keep this fight going on the payload.
I've actually been really impressed with Topwind as well on this Lucio.
Ooh, nice shots coming up from
big
Tom.
pick.
Like, it just seems like everything's firing like on all cylinders on the side of Hailstorm so far. I mean, since they got that early advantage on first point, there was a bit of give there midst of that first brawl, but after that, they've been pushing really well.
Zarya? I guess if she was really high.
Again, it gets you this grab now.
Oh no, that's a waste of chatter. Good block.
Right into the shield.
Oh, big pin on the Lucio. Oh, what a bubble. What a bubble that was.
And not to mention the follow-up stun there by the McCree.
I don't think you really needed... I don't think you really needed the beat there. Like, you could have just saved it for as a defensive ult, but...
Yeah, because I'm saying, going into this next fight, your opponent has beat, they have pulse, and they have grab.
Yeah.
Not to mention Tack's really close as well, so they could have both both DPS coming in.
We've seen Fairy switch to a normal 2-2-2 comp now, which in itself I think is probably the best choice, but...
Gets eaten again!
Oh my god!
attack and high noon. What is going on? So many ults. Let's see.
Thrill House is literally playing like a madman.
Just trying
We're
to
coming
stall
up
that
on a
point.
Bob soon for
A
Tote.
little bit more.
They have to contest this point though.
You know, the Valkyrie will come out. Won't be enough to consist, but it will definitely help get the res there on the Lucio. I mean,
That's a bit of a hard time. This is a bit of a split in.
Oh, nice headshot. Literal stuck in the back though. Doesn't go for the fan the hammer. What is this man doing? He gets pinned. Oh,
He's
Dominator.
No, what rank is Dominator, by the way?
I think
Is he
he
a
might be.
Masters?
He might be a near Masters. Yeah.
I've been really impressed with his Rhyme play. But that might just be down to like healers that are giving him the ability to just start swinging, if that makes sense.
Like literally, they're allowing him to play a DPS Rhyme almost. Like he can just go in. Oh, and speaking of, almost got another pin. Was stunned out of it last second though. I mean, you literally, this Ryan can charge like all the way to the back lines, but his team can follow up. They have Lucio to help boost him.
Oh, that's a
Huge diva
big,
bomb.
big bomb.
And you have no way to get those people back up quick, so you gotta fight it out 4v6 here. As, oof, Dom booped into the enemy team. Three ults ready on the side of Arctic. We will have 4 ready on the side of Hailstorm. This is gonna be another big all-out, everything goes in kind of fight with ults. Shatter out, gonna get Tom. Another Shatter, gonna get 3! Oh, the high noon as well, big.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
get up there.
What a res that was by Fairy Stars, by the way. Being able to just push that.
Yeah, even though you did lose one person in that fight, you kept 5 of your people alive and still
Tom-
going on the point.
Tom just got off the soldier with an ult to go to a May. I understand that with the diva, but
Well, I mean, I can see that because sometimes you just have to throw it all away because if something's not gonna help your team, then what's the point?
And I mean, looking at the opposing comp, Tag Visor, unless you get that Ryan out of the way and the Diva, you're not going to be able to get a lot of your damage in there. This is going to get blocked
Ryan
out.
falling.
Yeah, but we are going to see Dominator and the rest of Hailstorm move up here. Lucio flashed and eliminated here. Fairy going for the rest from behind.
Oh no!
She will get the res,
Oh
however.
what an old stop that was.
Oh, there you go, SSB up the point, eliminated as nice grab as well, and the wall.
It was a strong first 2 pushes by Hailstorm, but Arctic really was able to take away some time on that 3rd defense.
Yeah, I will say, they look... It seems like they're ready for this team's more brawl-esque style, this map. It seemed like they just needed that one map to adjust and get attuned to it. Now they're playing against it very, very well. Just this really tight-knit style that Hailstorm likes to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, are you in the middle of a game?
Yeah, well.
Alright. I'm gonna just take her
But
out
I'm just
front, but I
kinda-
got the pizza in the oven. I don't want it to burn.
I'm
I
kind of
watch
wondering
it.
what we'll see from
Come on, Disney.
Hailstorm
Just got-
is going to bring in here
we'll
on
see.
their attack. I kind of want to see, or, I know, they were just on attack, but I meant on their defensive. There we go.
I'm gonna go pee-pees quick, and that's it, okay? It's raining out. Let's go this way. Come on.
To be fair, I've actually been so impressed with this match. I don't think it's been necessarily a role on either team. I think
not at all.
I think Tom's team is just edging it, but they've played together for quite a while, haven't they?
Yeah. I believe so.
I mean, if Trill or Thrill keeps catching these grabs, I mean, now he's on Zarya, but how many grabs did Connor get off that fight? 2 were eaten.
Two or three at least, and then one was eaten in the first match as well.
And, like, it's big to eat one grab, but more important is that it screws up your combo, because now you have, like, right after that, Tom didn't know what to do, and he just threw his ult while the Lucio was kind of like he used his beat
Exactly.
already.
I'm pretty sure Tom used the Tom popped Dragon Blade as soon as he heard the grav come out, and then it was eaten, so he had to change up and go for the Pharah.
However, on the side of Arctic, we are seeing a little mix-up in the Ghost formula here. Seeing the Ana come out, we'll see how that fares.
It's just this
Two
Bastion is just
picks.
shredding through the entire team. Yep.
And not to mention Connor getting a double in the midst of all that as well on the Hog.
Okay.
I mean, Bastion's already charged ult. Like,
Bastion's gonna be able to tank on in.
Yeah, Bastion has tank configuration available now, so
And
that is a big ult if he can hit it.
I do say, I kind of like this little Ana battle we got going. The Battle of the Nades could definitely be a big difference, especially with Ghost in there.
I have
That was a huge
so much
ante at the start of the
respect
fight.
Yeah. I have so much respect for good Ana. Like, Ana's probably one of the hardest characters to play in the game. The Ryan is so... Oh no, that was such a smart grab on the Ana. It wasn't really capitalized on.
However, we are going to see Ramen jump down here, going to get Ana out of the way, so they have no nade. However, they do have their other two supports still up, and at this point, fights heavily in the favor of Arctic. There you go, they got it. The reinforcements will not show in time, no matter how they try. At least it's looking like they're stalling them at the door.
A little bit slower than Hailstorm, but they're still on the same pace. Especially if they can get through that quick. Ooh, Shatter coming out early. If they can pick off this Bastion, it's worth it, but...
Yeah. However, Hailstorm instead looks like they're going to take advantage of that very, very aggressive push on the side of Arctic. Gotta fill up a couple more ults. Be good.
I feel like this... I can sort of understand why they've switched off to the Hog now.
Yeah, like, if you can get those nice support picks, you can almost guarantee a one-shot. If you play this right, as the
Ooh,
Diva
that
Bomb
was
coming out.
a weird Diva Bomb. I don't think that was on purpose, that it just
Was that by
absolutely
accident?
dropped. I think that was like the game
Oh, that's
fault.
a big Diva Bomb though. Oh no, big pin on the
So showing off how the Diva Bomb works though, getting it.
Honestly, Ali G's bubbles have been actually insane on this map. Like, every single time one of his teammates has been pinned, it's always been a bubble to come out to stop him.
And of course, just those nice little bubbles give you a huge amount of charge to work with as well. Already got Grav on top of it. Very, very fine off-tank play entering this map. Just overall, really. So we are seeing the Nano Ryan on the point. Arctic just swarming. Once again, pushing up to keep from the payload stalling out. 4:25 entering the last stretch. Not to mention a pair of tank ults to go with it. Almost 3.
Oh, almost getting the Bastion there.
We do see Tom swap to the Mei, so Mei Bastion. Interesting combination. The slow and then just the melting power of the Bastion. I kinda like that, though. But we'll have to see what both teams can do with all their ults. 4 on the side of Hailstorm. Both tank ults ready on the side of Arctic, with Diva Bomb and Beat Drop soon to follow.
Oh, that's a
Huge
big
ante.
There's a big anti.
Yeah, we're gonna take out the Mei and the Hog. So now it's 4v6. You do have your trans if you need it.
I've been so impressed by Fairy's. Oh my god, this Zarya is actually popping off right now. But oh, that's a really good stall.
You're just pushing your opponent back, just making that time. But there's the trans as well. Nano Hog. They're gonna be able to keep this fight going.
Good
Oh,
ante.
that's a big anti as well.
Yep, I'm going for the end on the back. Fairy gonna get away though. Not quite the one shot you were looking for there, Connor, as it looked like it might cost. No, Tom, we'll try to stall him on the
my
May.
god, Tom.
Oh, getting booped off though. Just enough. Just enough to give Arctic a near 2-minute advantage here going into rounds 3 and 4. I gotta say, yeah, I'm really impressed with the support play so far, especially the Annas in that last round. It was really
Yeah, I was
beautiful
so
matchup.
impressed with the Annas.
Especially Fairy there in the midst of the tanks. So many tanks, it's hard to keep up with 2 supports, let alone the 3, but those grenades perfectly placed to not only save her teammates,
Those
but also get
anti-nades
the
were
opponent.
actually huge.
I mean, this
Kinda
really showing that we have a
wondering what
close game. We literally have a mirror of what happened last map, because now, Arctic now has almost, or over 2 minutes on Hailstorm, where it was the reverse for last map.
And honestly, has me curious for the control point coming up. We always know control points are those weird outlier maps almost. They do the strangest things. But with how close this matchup is, I really want to see where that goes.
I mean, I've been so impressed with both teams, to be fair. Like, Maze... no, I think Hailstorm
Ooh,
is
what are they
slightly
doing?
edging it.
Are they going to try to go for the spawn camp?
It looks like they're trying to go for it.
Are they doing goat spawn camp?
Yeah, going from
I
behind.
think-
Ooh, doesn't look like it's going to be working out.
But
No, that's a big anti on the Rhine as well.
Ooh,
Hey,
Dom
you
just
gave your
fall.
opponent a free tick at least. So that's one more tick you do have to take. However, those look like Hailstorm though.
It's another big anti on the brig as well. Oh my god.
Both
What
brigs.
is Fairy Stars antis? Oh my god, they're actually evening it up.
It's pretty even. It does look like though the reinforcements on
The
the
Zaya's
side
gone
of
as well. Oh my
those stuff are
god.
going to be coming in though. I don't think
Ali
Arctic
G's
can
brought
hold
out the tracer out now.
that they are holding as long as they can, but at this point, just that Tracer trying to stall a little bit longer. Over Hailstorm, looks like they will be claiming the payload.
It just looks like Hailstorm's just cleaned up perfectly on the goat's com. Well,
I will
on
say they-
offensive pushes. Maybe
They
not on
took
defense, but
Yeah, maybe not defensively, but I will say they took what could have been a really bad situation for them there with their opponent getting the jump on them and turned it into a beneficial one. Just dominated with that charge to start off the fight, getting rid of the brig.
oh, that's a
Oh,
big
no.
shatter. What a counter grab that was.
Big shatter, big nano, bomb, grabs, shatters on both ends, everything coming out here in this fight.
You listen. Oh, big shatter.
Yeah.
Hitting everybody. Huge 5-piece. However, not enough to stop the brig in the rally. That payload has now become an armored fortress. You're gonna have some fun tearing through the armor.
See, this is when people are gonna hate Brig. Because they're gonna keep that ult for the next fight.
Yep, and you almost have. I mean, all your tanks are already almost halfway back up. Your coalescence is over 60. You could get plenty of those in this next engagement. But you do have to watch out for your opponent's rally and bomb.
No. I think I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Coalescence and Shatter be made up in this fight.
Well, speaking
And-
of rally,
Yeah, Rally pops, Coalescence pops.
grab, bomb, everything once again
Huge
coming out.
bomb, getting
That's a
two.
big pick.
Another duo
no.
by
I think that grab was wasted.
I mean, you might as well throw all your ults out here trying to win the point. Huge shatter.
Enough. Big shatter, another big grab, just here to stall a little bit longer. Not enough.
Thrill, I mean, he opened up that fight with that Diva Bomb.
Like, another big double there by Thrill. Good job on the Diva. And I will say, just the overall presence of the supports
I've been so impressed. I've been so impressed with Thrill. Like, I've just been really. Like, he's so good to watch. The way he moves as Diva and his game knowledge, he must have been tracking all of the Zarya ults. He must have been. Either that or someone else is tracking for him.
Either way, it's still impressive how many grabs he's eaten over the course of this series so far. It's unbelievable.
3 grabs eaten, I think, so far.
At least 2 in this one, and at least the one in the last. It's impressive. I gotta give him that. However, we are seeing the Bastion set up here with the Mei.
I think we're just gonna see bunker comp.
Might as well bunker it on up. I mean,
I would rather have seen like an Orisa come out instead of the Ryan, because Ryan's literally gonna get nothing out of this fight at all. He has to drop, and at which point it leaves Bastion unprotected.
And a problem that might come from here is, say Arctic does get that point, you're most likely going to switch off this Mei and this Bastion. You don't have many ults then to kind of stop them from getting to that point.
Yeah, like, unless a Bastion can get ult, like, now, like, so fast, within a minute.
Oh! The nice cutoff, though.
It's not gonna be worth it.
Ana's probably going to fall, yep.
Yep, the nice little split there gave the Bastion enough room to pick off some of the stragglers. That's kind of what you like to see with the Bastion and the Mei. Just separate, like divide and conquer, really. You just take them out one piece at a time, and now they're waiting up top. As we are seeing Diana come back.
I mean, the Mei's just putting on 3 damage now.
And Bastion, 84%.
Do you see what I mean about this Rhine and Zarya? Like, they're literally getting no benefit out of this. Urina's sat on 20%. Whereas if that was Orisa, she goes up to 70% easy in that fight.
Another huge Mei wall.
There you go, just kind of splitting the team once again.
Tom does fall, though. Gotta countercharge that, doesn't get it off.
Really well.
And here you go, next we'll start seeing some of those benefits of having the Rhine Zara. At least Zara can get some more pressure here with the bubbles, and of course you do have Bastion with
Like this the Rhine is doing nothing. He's literally sat on 53.
Oh, they came around.
But it's still gonna leave Ramen plenty of sight line as you're gonna have to go through that tiny corridor.
I think they have to take high ground now.
Or better yet, we're gonna see the freeze in the little corridor over there. Not gonna quite get the rig,
I think that freeze is a bit of a waste. It could have just they could have just covered the point with it to make up the last 30 seconds of fight.
However,
I think they're only gonna have 1 push. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, they did get a lot of ult charge on most of their cast here. They have 5 ults entering this fight. They will have Trans, they'll have Bout. They've had Bastion for a bit and Grav. All it'll take is 1 nicely placed ult. There you go.
Beautiful by Raymond here.
That is so big. Raymond's playing like a madman.
And I mean, at this point, you're just trying to stagger.
I mean, it's not hard to go a madman when there's absolutely no pressure on you.
Yeah.
Like, he's just spraying on these people.
I feel like they should have actually just switched off to dive. Like, as soon as they lost first fight, they should have just switched to dive and tried to control point.
They're going to have almost full ults here, but same with... this is going to be an all fight here. Oh, that is massive. She'll delete that one, and it is massive.
Ults aplenty, as we are going to be seeing Hailstorm take the edge here.
Huge.
Oh, big ult.
Just to finish it off.
That's game.
Bastion Pinta, okay. Bastion Pinta to end the whole thing. Beautiful. As gonna barely squeak this one out here. Again, I mean,
like if that was Orisa, she has 2 ults in that fight there. She has one at like 1 minute 30 and then another to end the fight.
And I mean, even looking at how that last fight ended, if that grab in any way got disrupted, whether eaten or blocked or whatever, I think that fight completely changes. They're gonna bum rush you up top.
Oh my god,
40k block.
40k damage
40k block.
Oh my god.
And the 15k healing by the Lucio. Hey, there you go. Just on top of all the good and support play we've seen throughout these first two maps. Even still though.
But now we're gonna see Ilios, and I doubt there's gonna be a Bastion
Yeah.
coming out there.
I can see. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. Like,
I could see you running a kind of a hybrid of goats, you know, a Risa, Hog, and maybe the Divazar. You could either choose, and then you could keep Lucio, Moira,
oh,
maybe.
oh my
Zen.
god, SSB's not happy. He just goes Bastion, z.
I will say though, like, to make that Bastion work, you have to be able to have the coordination around him. If you don't have that, the Bastion's gone immediately. But they played almost an entire comp based around it, and it worked very well there.
I just think that they should have played Orisa there, not Ryan. They could have
I
just
can
played
agree
a
with
bunker
that.
comp. They should have
Or-
just played a bunker comp.
Or maybe if you wanted to run Ryan, replace the Czar with the Orisa. That way they can kind of help each other change the shields out, and your Ryan can be a bit more
Yeah.
aggressive as well.
There's going to be no subs from Hailstorm in this fight. That's a bit surprising. Like, they've got 5 players that haven't played. 4 players.
I mean, they're probably, at least at this point, you're up 2-0. This is map number 3, so I mean, either they're just waiting for, they're almost guaranteeing they'll get this one, that's what they're riding on, and then they'll sub them all in next. Or maybe, since they saw their team did so good that last one, especially that last defense, gonna just let them keep running, you know? They're doing really well. And up to this point, both teams are doing very well on the attacks, especially. Just it kind of depends on those defenses that are making up this game.
It looks like Fairy Stars is wanting to have a break for 5
That's
minutes.
5 minutes is fine.
Yeah. I mean, it gives us some time to look at this game as a whole up to this point. I mean,
Yeah.
neither map has been a blowout. Literally, the last one came down to a 3-minute defense. Like I said, both teams doing good on the attack. It's just whichever one can get the upper hand defensively is ending up winning these games. That's kind of
Is this series 1-1 right now?
No, it's 2-0
2-0.
Hailstorm. But they've been close, like they've both gone the extra rounds. And I'm surprised
Yeah, like-
Hailstorm was able to bring that one back there.
I was about to say, if it weren't for that last grab there, I honestly think that map could have gone in the favor of Arctic very easily.
Yeah,
That
so
push
do
ahead,
I.
Tight Brawl, just gonna swarm the Bastion. Oh, you could
I
even
mean,
have your Rhine charge straight through.
Arctic don't really have anyone that they can bring on.
And that's kind of why I like having these subs at the ready. You know, like, after a couple close games like this, you're gonna start feeling that fatigue. You might start getting a little bit upset.
What team has Chowdhury on?
Who?
Is he on Arctic or is he on
Shout, hurry, I'll look him up. Choud is on Arctic.
I was actually playing with Chowdhury yesterday in a little pop-up scrim. Well, pick-up scrim. And his widow is actually insane. His widow is nuts.
Let's say, I think we have a lot of free agents that have that ability. It's just that getting them to want to show it off, you know? Just getting them in to show everybody. Kinda excited, actually, with all the free agents that are here. See what they can do.
Like, this league has just like, I don't think anyone really expected it to take off the way that it has. Like, it's just blown up. And I don't
We're
think
almost
anyone
at 300.
really...
Have we hit 300?
I think we have
no,
hit
we're
300.
we're at 297.
229. Like, and if
And
you
we
think
kind of
about
slowed
that,
down
probably,
on the free agents.
Yeah, 90%. 90% of this league is active as well, all of the time. It's just immense how much this league's grown in like the space of what is it?
Well, we were
month?
lucky because like we did kind of we had a foundation before we made it. But a lot of us, that's the reason we wanted to make this league, was because the people that are the leaders now, we had a following. We had people that knew that we understand how to run it.
Do
We've been
something
around
like
this.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been around the block for a while.
Do you think there's any sort of changes that you would want to make to the league, or do you think it's just running like pretty much?
No, we're doing
perfectly
fine.
as
Yeah.
it is now? Yeah.
I mean, a part of
I
this
don't
league is
think
that,
I've-
well, obviously, like, there's a few things that I wish, like, there's multiple things in the league where I put in a different point of view than
Yeah.
what was finalized, but you have to deal with it and compromise. It's not that any of the ideas that were put forth were bad or wrong,
Bad, yeah.
but I was like, okay, I guess I can see that worked, and it worked, so there's not a problem.
Yeah. I think the actual player base of this league is so supportive in knowing that founders and people that are in higher positions of power, such as like captains and stuff, are actually going to do right by them as well. So they just sort of
we also
relax
didn't-
and just
Yeah,
let
like we
everyone
tried
play.
to go with that. Well, we didn't want to make a dictatorship. We wanted to make sure that we had people that would
Yeah.
follow us and wouldn't argue everything just for the fact that they wanted to be right.
for the sake of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we would love if every time we brought up an argument, you would argue it and tell us why it's good or bad, but we don't want the people that will, as soon as we prove that their idea isn't good, they will leave and take 20 people with them.
Yeah. That's understandable. I think so. Are you, in terms of the league, are you thinking about a next season, or you just try to take each day as it comes? Because I'm
Well,
sure
we are.
like
I have a lot
you and
planned
some
for
people
the.
want-
Well, we're kind of. How this season runs is how the next season will run. I have a lot planned
Yeah.
for the end of the season, how the playoffs will be done, All-Star Week, other cool events.
Yeah.
But as soon as this season ends and it runs well, then it will just be copy and paste, copy and paste.
Yeah.
Maybe more teams,
Like, 'cause
we'll see.
Yeah. I know that a lot of players are like wanting there to be more teams because this league is amazingly stacked.
Yeah.
Like, it's immense. Like,
We definitely will grow. And with the
my
we'll have the
team-
Academy League starting soon, which will have a few more
Yeah.
people playing.
I know that my team, like, this is like just how stacked this league is. I know my team, Digital Divas, literally has a master or two masters players sitting on the bench because we just
Yeah.
can't fit them because our team's literally so big. And that's, I'm not gonna lie, that's what you want from a league because you want the
Yeah.
opposing team to make subs and those subs to make an impact. Like that's part of competitive gameplay. Like you just have to accept it. And I think everything that could have been done to make sure this league runs well is doing well. So
And what is
I
great
think
is,
everyone.
so like
yeah,
your team, you have those Masters players. Here,
yeah,
in this game right now, I could not pick after watching those games who was the Masters and who was the Plats. You were comparing Ginja and
Literally.
Fairy. They are almost 1,000 SR apart. And you were comparing
I
their
know.
Ana play. I have no idea what Thrill is. SSB and Dominator has been an amazing Rhine battle. I'm pretty sure they're vastly different SRs.
Muzz, I think Musband is a Masters player, I think, but I know, like, I've been immensely impressed with Top Wine. Like, I have been so impressed with his Brig play. And I mean, I guess it's not exactly impossible to play Brig, but he is literally like, I think on this rating, he is a 2750 player, and he is a low plat player right now, and he's able to keep up with the likes of Dominator, the likes of Tom, the likes of Raymond, Izzy. Like, it's actually unbelievable to think about. That's how much a player can grow in like the space of 3 weeks. So what if you gave like the lesser player, like the lower
Yeah, Trello,
ranked
look at
players,
match chat.
say,
Yeah.
is everyone ready?
They're looking for Danny, but I don't see Danny in the game.
Tot. Speaking of Tot, he is getting subbed out for Chowdhury.
Chowder. Okay. I mean, like we've been saying, these players, like, they're
Is
about
Danny in
us
the
on
league?
par. Impressive. It's just plain impressive.
Danny is currently not in. Yeah. Who does I am lag play for?
That's,
I'm
Hale.
I'm lag. Hailstorm. They've literally just brought a massive following with them. So we are just waiting on Danny to come on.
So next map is Elios, right? So we got
Yeah.
Well and Lighthouse. I almost guarantee we'll see a lot of the Hook and Holt, and we'll see a lot of Lucio come out here. Maybe a couple Faras. Kind of want to see where this leads us, though. As I know so far we've seen a lot of brawl comps, a lot of bunker. We really haven't got to see these more, I guess, more mobile 2-2-2s or like that kind of thing. You know, not a lot of dive so far. Saw the hog for a little bit, and we're gonna get to see. New
Yeah,
stuff come forward.
I hope we get to see Danny's Farah come out because it's been ages since I've seen that, and I really rate Danny's Farah. Who's Danny getting subbed in for? Does anyone know?
It's the 2K11.
So we have Devil coming on for Raymond as well.
There you go. We're starting to get a few of those subs in there. Getting some pieces swapped around.
I think, oh my god. I think Tom's just realizing that how many players he's actually got on spectators.
I'm about to say though, I mean, they had a really good start. You know, 2-0 currently in the series. You're in the third map. I mean, you got most of your people some playtime. Just gotta get those last couple in there that we haven't got to see quite yet.
BB8. Who is BB8? Anyone know?
I have
Is
no idea.
Who does he play for? Is he part of Hailstorm or Arctic?
I want to say Hailstorm, but I'm gonna check.
I feel like he is Hailstorm actually.
No, he's Arctic. He's Arctic. Yeah. Yeah, he's Arctic.
So, minus 750. Minus 250.
Yeah, does someone want to double check the SRs?
I'm doing Arctics right now. I know Hales is still okay. Minus 250.
Yeah, Hales is fine.
Seems to be. Minus 250. Plus 250. And plus 500.
Ali's coming in for Tot as well. Danny's in now.
Alright.
There we go.
Can someone check Arctic's?
Arctic is
Now
fine.
that Danny's in.
Yeah, Arctic's
Even
fine.
with Danny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Danny, I'm pretty sure, is 275.
Yeah, I think he is as well.
And then that evens it out. Yeah, they're Gucci.
Just waiting for Tom to say. Who's playing tonight as well?
I don't know if there's a game tonight.
So, like,
There is at 6:30 CST, I think.
Oh, really? I don't know about it.
I think
yeah,
so.
like,
I don't think I
I
can
don't see
do
it in the
that
game
one.
times.
Yeah. No,
I might have
Wednesdays,
got it wrong.
Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we're just waiting for, well, last two games need to get scheduled. Twerk and Tracers. Twerking Tracers versus Kazas and Thirsties versus Title. Those are the last two
Yeah.
games.
There we go, we're ready. The match chat's actually just going off right now. Jesus. That's it. That's on the floor.
Sorry for that high action gameplay that we just missed.
Yeah, it was a good
We're
talk.
finally back in it.
There we go. Map number 3.
I think we're just gonna see double goats on this map, aren't we?
I don't know. I don't think Hailstorm is one to play goats. They really have their standout DPS with Tom. But they do have 3 tanks, and Devil, Connor, and Dom are both all good tanks. Devil can flex to some DPS.
To be fair, I think if you hit good hit scan, then you can just easily transfer to Anna anyway. So.
Let's just go.
Good.
Yeah, I can see that. Way, but it looks like dive coming out here on the side of our tick. At least to start.
Oh
off.
no, we've got Chowdery on the widow.
Hi Daisy, how are you?
I mean, the widow's really good on this map with all the sight lines.
Yeah,
She could
widow's nuts on this map.
We do have a May Junkrat on the side of Hailstorm.
I don't understand the May pick, but
Let's go upstairs.
I feel like he could have just went soldier.
Yeah, probably. But
Just try to find out where the widow is right now. Oh, the widow's just taking the commanding position.
David is firing off shots from the back. However,
Yeah.
points contested. We are seeing
Oh, that's
Oh,
a big
getting
pick.
picked.
Chowdery popping off.
both supports gone out of the
All
picture.
right,
and
Oh
what
my-
a grapple. That was an A1 grapple right there. That is definitely going into the
That
highlight
must
reel.
have been by accident.
That is definitely going into the highlight reel. That is already
No, you
added.
can't do that. Oh my God.
Double kill to
Even then,
the
the
grapple suicide.
Just grapple and trying to do an OWL play. And just die against a wall. Oh my God, Chowdery's like literally one of the most aggressive widows I've ever seen in my life.
He's going up to AK a Winston.
But he's dead again. Oh my God.
I'm just intrigued by the triple tank coming out on the side of Hailstorm.
Triple tank, but
here.
with a
That's
Winston. I think it's
Could
kind of
have
like
been interesting
desperation
pick.
after that huge suicide.
What, they're just shitting themselves at the sight at the thought of Chowdery just grappling
I mean, maybe
into
we're
them.
just missing, and that was just the biggest BM we've ever seen.
Here's up. Throw a big
Oh, that's a
Huge
big,
bomb coming out.
big bomb. But they don't have any protection from bomb now.
Nope, that's it. We're just seeing SB going all the way to the spawn, him and Danny. There you go, picking off the Czar and keeping the percentage going
I mean,
in favor of
look how
Oh.
aggressive Chowdery is. Like, look how aggressive he is. Oh my God. Like,
another.
he gets a pick and just instantly dies. Oh, that's a good contest. That is a big grab as well.
That's like
Both
catching
blades
almost
getting
the whole.
shot off right at the same time.
Did he go caught the whole enemy team, but the widow, and there they go.
Yeah.
Bye, Chow.
I mean, I think they've just Hailstorm's just put Tom on to harass the widow now.
And they immediately swapped to the Doomfist in response. There you go. Oh, they're all going top left, trying to get that dive in.
Oh no, that's a big pick.
As now we just have the big old brawl on the point. Is coming out on the side of
I don't really think the Mercy, like, do you really need fairy stars on the Mercy? Like, I mean that res is a big res, but we have.
And as it seems to be working out here, Arctic quickly trying to get the point back.
Oh,
You
nice
actually know
headshot by Connor.
Yeah, I mean Connor's just getting free sightlines now.
Oh!
Oh,
So
that's 2 big picks for Connor.
He's
both
getting pressured now
headshots,
by
and we are
Danny.
seeing
And the Diva.
Hailstorm. There you go. You see with the beat?
that was a good beat.
There you go. Gonna give some time to stop for your reinforcements. However, there goes Thrill. Danny's gone as well. Is he getting a triple on the Moira?
Going for this
Super
Widow.
Smash back.
Misses.
I think you just put a lot back there to follow up. You just kind of give up all your point presence there.
Dominator setting up for the Diva bomb. Doesn't really make the point, nor was anyone on it. It's unlucky.
No, but Arctic almost the point back over. There you go. Hailstorm jumping right back in. We'll see what they can do. Dragon Blade in the back. Thrill House with another bomb.
Was that panic bomb, do you think? Or do you think it was just to try and refresh back?
I think it was just to get that last little percent to give Arctic the point finally. Like get it back again, and it's worked. As now they just have to win this fight and they win the map.
Wow, they're not able to touch. Surprised they didn't go to overtime. Oh wait, no, because they were, it was at 97.
Yeah, that's what's the power of the Diva Bomb there. It pushed anybody that was close enough away from the point, and as soon as they were off that point, they jumped them, eliminated
Are we
them.
going to Well? We're going to Lighthouse. Still not going to see the Roadhogs and Orissas coming out. This is a...
I think you could...
I'm really going to enjoy
sides.
watching. I'm surprised SSB actually switched off to the Rhine, because I was going to be really excited to watch a Winston battle here. Especially with just being able to knock everyone off the point.
I actually love how players are actually developing Winston meta. Like, even now, like, there's still so much that Winstons actually do that goes unnoticed. Especially on maps like this, but...
We're seeing a weird triple tank coming out on the side of Hailstorm. Dive with a Roadhog.
And not to mention the Reaper as well, just in the midst of it. It's kind of just strange, but we'll have to
Oh,
wait and
that's
see what
alright, that's
huge
alright.
boot.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And, you know, everything else we've seen in the game, really good, but...
There we go.
That first play.
Off the map they go.
Lots of people.
Was there anyone in that game that actually died without going off the map?
I
I
honestly can't tell
don't
you.
think so.
I couldn't tell you.
I've just noticed the docks at the bottom of the lighthouse.
All the pretty boats. As we are seeing teams pushing.
Another
Nice hook
boot
off the
by
map.
Mus. A
Oh
hook
my
off as well.
God.
They're getting rid of the Rhine. No chance of recovery.
Another
there.
booped off the map. This is crazy.
This
The
is
game
actually...
just good.
This
Zarya's
is so
gone.
many boots.
They like literally. Oh, and
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
see more.
Off the map. I
Another
can't wait
one.
to see the environmental kills after this map. This is insane.
I think I've already counted like 6 within just the first 2 fights.
Well, it's
alone.
6, but then just the suicides as well.
Yeah,
Like
that's
barely
the thing, it's
anyone's
just like-
dying from normal damage.
I mean, we are seeing Hailstorm. They're kind of getting set up here. Got bomb, Valk, and the beat drop. Oh, the Reaper Blossom! Gonna get completely munched up there by the Diva. Then
That
Spike
was
just-
such good play by the Diva. I mean, Chowry just cleaning up on the Reaper there. Then Chowry himself getting cleaned up.
All the turtles coming out here. We'll have to wait and see where this all goes. There's the whole hog!
Oh,
He just
off
gets
the map was
oh,
shattered.
no.
Another boop by Ginja as well. Just that's 4 for him alone in this fight. Like in this game.
I don't understand what's actually happening in this fight, I'm not gonna lie.
A big old cluster, and it looks like Hailstorm gonna bounce back from map number 1. Take this
Oh
one
no.
without giving up control.
This is Arctic's last chance to stay in this game. They gotta win this map.
They just decides the map right here, and it's, of course, the boop capital of the world, Ilios. Giant hole of death awaits.
I can't wait to see the Orissas and the Hogs come out.
Devil, I know, is actually a very good
Oh,
Orisa.
there we go.
I'm wondering
the
if
Orissa
Danny.
and the Hog comes out.
I wonder if Danny's gonna switch to a Farah here because he's very good with those projectile DPS.
bet
And there he
he
goes.
Yeah,
Almost
I
have to
was
on
I
this
was literally just saying I wonder when Danny's gonna bring out the Farah, and it hasn't taken long.
All I'm gonna say is, why is there not like a fence or something around that well with all the people that fall in there? You gotta fix that. Put up some signs.
Yeah,
or
they
something.
actually do. There's no signs. There's nothing.
A Bastion
hazard.
coming out on the side of Hailstorm. I didn't even see that switch.
Of course, Tom going back to the Bastion. Actually, will do really good against the dive composition we're seeing on the side of Arctic. Can
Yeah,
melt out the
but
Winston?
whether it'll do good against a Farah though.
That's the big question.
It's actually very smart by Arctic. None of their characters can really get that boop off.
Oh no! Oh
They
no!
say that the Diva is hooked into the well, and the madness has started.
Comment. Oh no!
Oh, oh my goodness.
I've never seen a hook done like that. Props. As now we are seeing Arctic come back around here, getting their tanks back in.
That is actually probably like one of the best kills I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Oh no!
There shall be no edge blossom. This I do declare.
However, though, Arctic or Hailstorm was able to capture, and I don't see them getting them off this point anytime soon. Orisa is
they're
just
bringing
bunkered
out-
down here.
I can't see Arctic losing this match really.
It kind of
Tom does get off the Bastion. Connor's onto this Widow, trying to take down the Muzzman is shooting a wall. I think he's disconnected.
Like, I do gotta admit, Connor's a really good Widowmaker.
We'll just stare
At
at
the
it for
same
a little bit and
time-
see what happens.
There is more consistent options on trying to get that far out of the air. Like, I think maybe going
yes,
Soldier
Muzzman has
McCree
this
might-
Yeah, Muslims. Do you want me to pause the game or?
No, keep it going.
It's just like comp,
That-
right? I don't remember.
That's so sad. Like one of the only times when Fairy Stars teams actually doing really well and they get a disconnection.
However, it does look like they're keeping the momentum going. They haven't
I'd say
quite
if
lost it
another
yet.
person from either team disconnects, you can freeze it just in case it is a bad server.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
Arctic's still running away with this point.
I mean, they have
I
Chow-
mean-
up their
Chow
I
five
is
mean,
just
left.
plowing
Chowry's
through the team.
literally carrying.
Pulling a pine. Pulling a pine.
Oh, the bad
I
memories
mean-
of that.
I think. Oh my god. I think Chowry just thinks that it's pine time.
Muzzman did start
Muzzman's
spectating. You
back?
can put him back in the game. You can go to
Yeah.
lobby and put him back in.
Yeah. As he does that, though, we're gonna be seeing Hailstorm come back in. They have the Junkrat now with their own
Yeah,
dive tank.
Muzzman's coming back in now. So.
Diva already getting DMAC. Chow is just honestly plowing through this team. He
All
does
the
get
old
surrounded
Oh my
though.
God.
sides.
Didn't get anyone with that.
Let's say so far all the ults that have been used, no eliminations yet from them. Here's the big Diva bomb though. Just a lot of ults coming out here, and we are seeing the advantage solely from favor of Hailstorm.
Still
They
has
have
to find
two
himself
picks
in a
their name.
trap. Can he survive? Oh, just barely. He dies.
Make it 3. Fairy trying to get out of there. High noon.
It's in the shield. Still
Oh,
finds
that's big.
one.
That's big.
Still got Genja as we are seeing the reinforcements of Arctic come back in.
I
Here's
have.
the
Oh
Doomfist.
my.
Tire out.
Ooh, a huge rip tire.
Yep, and immediately going to get Fairy as well, as we will see Hailstorm get another crack at holding the point here.
Whereas
They
we
do have
a
to hold
Diva
it though for
bomb
another
and a Hog.
70%.
That's
I mean,
huge, but it actually increases in speed on the clock. The higher percentage your opponent has. So now that they've got 99%, then this is gonna go so fast.
I bet say, because I mean they've already just hit 50 and we haven't seen another re-engagement.
Yeah,
Already
exactly.
Oh, we are seeing the whole.
Oh no, that's a
out.
big pick.
Diva Bomb as well. Then we're seeing a lot
Diva
of
Bomb gets no one.
all the ults coming out on the side of Hailstorm here just to try to keep this point. There goes SSB, there goes Fairy as well. Connor getting another pick on Mustbend. Just Hailstorm all of a sudden just changed tunes and has come off as that aggressive team, that dominant team almost we saw from the second map.
Ooh, this does fall. Connor has another rip tire as well.
Honestly, if you're the drunkard, I'd wait somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Just wait right behind him, wait for him to push in and pull the tire. I mean, that's the best strategy you got. You also have beat your opponent nearing 5 ults, though. There you go. There's a tire from behind.
Barely doesn't D-Mac.
Big Diva Bomb coming in by Arctic. Gonna get hit by the bubble.
Unlucky there by Danny, kind of clipping the wall. Still finds the Moira. It might have been the pick they needed.
Oh
I'll have to wait and see.
That's a. Oh no! Cherry dies.
Big Diva Bomb by Tom. Gonna get.
Oh, Doug finds Fairy.
You don't have the res, so you just gotta keep going with what you have right now. Hope your reinforcements can get back in.
This Winston is low. Danny does find the kill.
Oh, the
Ryan booped, or Rodog booped into the map. Arctic is slowly coming back onto this fight.
Yep.
Oh no, that's a big pick by Robbie.
And the res comes out.
By Connor. Pulse bomb.
There you go.
Wrecking ball on the side of Arctic. Oh, barely
that
gets
was so
booped
close to a boot.
Mercy down on Hailstorm side.
Cherry's actually popping off right now.
Oh, the big promo coming up by Devil just stalls. More reinforcements come in for Hailstorm. There you go, ganging up on the hamster. Lucio's gone. Another button out on the side of Arctic. Nope, beat drop on Arctic as well. They just pull everything
no, he's dead.
they can.
The Wrecking Ball's dead.
Nah,
Oh
you
no,
can get
he's
out
not.
of that.
And the tire coming out by Connor. Oh, there you go, gonna get the Diva at least. And
Res does come out again.
Just the reinforcements of both teams still coming in strong. There you go, Devil gonna get one. Thrill's gone. The rest coming out by Fairy. We'll get it again. Just they're constantly going. Another
A beat coming down.
Just the stall. Like, how long has this been going on?
We have mines available. Is that a C9? That's a C9.
Right. Finally, the reinforcements could not come back quick enough there. Arctic will take their first map of the series. Well fought, though. Like, that was no walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination.
You have to remember that they did that without Muslim for probably half of that game.
Yeah, they won one fight, and then kind of the one where they lost it, it was Musbin coming back, so they were kind of at a disadvantage, but Arctic played that really well. And they brought themselves back into it.
Oh my god. 25
environmentals.
Five environmentals on his own, not to mention everything else. The hooks and everything that would take place. My goodness. However, there's no clear victory yet. Map 4, 2-1. Arctic has the chance here to tie it up 2-2 overall as we enter our last map, which is I don't remember off the top of my head.
It is Dorado.
Ooh, Dorado.
Dorito.
Okay. You can do a lot of interesting things there. You can do actually, it's a really good dive map. You can do your bunkers, your Rhine Zarias. You can do a pretty good bit just overall on that map. I will say I kind of like how that match went. I mean, Arctic coming there at the last second. They may have lost the point, and they did lose a player, but they found a way to turn it back around in their favor, taking that map. I do like that. You always like to see that.
Just waiting for Fairy to get back to us.
Is it like... Just gotta wait and see here.
There's only really Topwind or BB-8 that can come in on this, I think. BB-8 would be a good shout. I don't know who he could possibly be subbed in for. I mean, BB-8 is actually a really, really good support main. Maybe he goes out for Fairy? I don't know. But then again, if you've won, would you really want to change it?
Yeah. It was kind of a messy match, but something clicked there for the team.
And we gotta see if they can take some of that momentum at the end of Ilios and bring it over to Dorado. They do have a perfect opportunity here to tie up the series 2-2. So let's see.
We're currently waiting on Fairy as they haven't gotten back to me.
Yeah.
They don't get another like
They
20 minutes
do.
to me.
They do. It's in the rules. We can't
Oh
just.
my god. You need to change that.
We actually well. Then maybe we'll make
it needs to be like 20 minutes in total.
What we'll do is we're gonna definitely do. We'll have it 20 at the beginning. So we made it so that like say a team, like for example, Twerking Tracers was late 50 minutes last week.
Yeah.
So we were saying
That was
every 20
awful
minutes.
to
Yeah.
pass.
Every 20 minutes, that would count as a map forfeit. So they should have lost 2 maps, but that week they only lost 1.
Yeah.
And so then what we could possibly do is we'll keep that same rule, but then between matches we'll do either like 5 or 10.
Yeah. Why does she want to switch sides again?
You are able to switch sides actually, because they did defend on the last one.
Yeah.
Wait, so they can switch?
Yes, they should. They can and should. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do you want me to switch names over, or
Yes,
are we fine with the
please.
last name?
Nah, can you please? Just for highlight sake.
Fine.
I like it better because it says their little team name next to their name.
Well, so this has been a really good game so far. Like, it's been down to the wire most of the matches.
I've been really impressed with both teams. You can tell that both of them actually try and practice together. Like, they try and practice together as much as they can, I know that. And I know both teams are still looking to, like, strengthen, so anyone that is watching and you don't know whether you want to be put in free agents, I think you should go for it. Because you will be picked up by some team.
And the season's still young. I mean, we're only in week
Yeah.
2.
So there's plenty of time to impress.
Like, we have 10 teams?
12.
Yeah. 12 teams. But I can easily see that going to like 16 teams next season. Like, easily.
Yeah.
Not to mention the academy teams.
Academy, we are looking to have 8 to 10. We already have at least 4 teams confirmed. We're just looking for more staff and more captains to fill out the roles.
So if you feel like you want to
in theory, we could start the Academy League right now and would run okay. But we want to give it the same kind of focus that we're giving this league.
Yeah.
So we want to get a few more mods, a few more casters that are willing, and coaches, captains, that would be able to help that league out instead of just doing it just to do it.
So wait, will it be like in a separate, like, is it going to be like
same Discord, just separate chats, basically.
Oh, okay, just different roles and stuff. I got it.
Yeah.
So basically, like, the academy gets everything that the higher league gets, except their lower SR. That is it. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, that's actually a really.
Oh
good
my God, the Lucio
like
going for the boop down. Oh no, he's gotten the Ryan. That's huge.
Let's say.
Now they have to move to down low. They have to move positions.
And of course, now you're going to force their opponents to reshuffle. As we are seeing Tom there trying to get a bit of the Bastion health.
That's Tom already demexed as well. Dominator low, good heals. We have a Junkrat on the right hand side. This is such a good fight.
We're starting to get some picks.
Yeah.
Because Dominator does have that shatter. Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice headshot. Another good headshot.
Honestly, I told you about Chowdhury when he started playing. I did say he was a very good winner. I mean, SSB just like starting to find his feet in the game a little bit. I think it's been a little bit slow for him this series, but yeah, this series has been a tad slow for SSB, but now he's starting to come into his own, especially on the Orisa.
So they're looking really good in this push here, and they already got 3 ults ready to fire off. I mean, you got Bongo Bomb and Bastion Tank, so I mean, I wonder whether we're going to see Chowdhury take a more aggressive position.
As he dives straight into the D.Va.
Yeah.
Straight for the D.Va, yeah.
I D-max the D.Va.
And he gets a headshot. Oh my goodness.
Barry and Tom fighting it out up top. Is Barry gonna get the res?
Kills the Mercy with the remake.
Oh my God.
The mech falls from the sky. And that was just the bongo on the point. Arctic.
Chowdhury gets it.
The tire coming out.
Get sniped.
Chowdhury's actually popping off right now.
Yeah,
Musfin, let's. Oh, that's another good res. Oh no, did you get the res? Yeah.
Is it now we're just seeing...
Yeah, now Connor's just starting to clean up now.
There you go, Hailstorm finding their footing here on this defensive...
Danny switching off the Bastion.
Yeah, I think that's understandable. I mean, I think they need to punish the Zen more for, like, positioning wise, but it's kind of hard to do against... Oh, as I say that, the Junkrat hops up just to try and help him to get out of the way of Danny.
Good D-Mac onto the
It's
Diva there.
another big D-Mac.
Mercy getting low here. Not able to survive with the trance.
Oh, the big shatter as we will see a Riz as well onto Danny. Bomb and tire now.
Chari gets the Zen. Now gets pushed on by the Diva. Honestly, like this, I kind of want to see Chari switch off this Widow because he's just getting bullied by Genja right now.
Oh, the big grab behind the payload.
Oh, that's a big grab. It's an easy cleanup.
Say Hailstorm holding firm here. They finally once they got that Halo stopped, they've been strong.
Yeah, I think Chari does need to switch, but that all depends really on what this push is like.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that there. Literally, Diva in your face, headshotting you. Could be a good Diva bomb placement.
They've switched onto the Sombra as well.
And now Danny's going to a May.
Hailstorm.
Trying to break up this Goats comp that he's got going.
Goats is so hard to beat right now, especially with...
Oh, nice headshot. Double headshot.
It's two big picks here on the side of Arctic trying to get this point back. There you go, they were getting it moving.
Oh no, that's a big hack. Oh, it missed? No, it didn't.
No, let's say it can still fly. There she goes, as the nice shatter. They do have the EMP getting closer and closer. Diva bomb coming in.
Finds the Sombra.
It will get Devil. Beats on both sides, just to keep the going.
Chari's just getting free shots right now.
Oh, another big grab. Gonna get Thrill. And Danny in it. There you go.
Now a big shatter.
Big shatter and the red by Izzy as well.
Oh no! Oh no, Chari gets a kill before the mech comes out.
Yeah, I know.
Chari actually just cleaning up right now.
Yeah, there they go. Arctic gonna keep the momentum going, not giving up the offensive yet.
Chari's just so aggressive.
Very aggressive Widow.
Wow, SSB gets the Mercy zoned out and picked off.
Chari getting the pick again. So I think Connor switched onto the Widow now.
Tom stopping the res there.
And now you got that 30-second cooldown in place as well, so you can take advantage of. Oh, EMP!
Oh, that's a big hack. Big hack.
That's a way to do it. Start focusing targets down while you got the opportunity, you know, ults.
A lot of ults coming out here.
Big
shot. Oh, the hack on the Diva as well. Chari getting the pick on the Widow.
The Dominator just getting swarmed there.
Danny doing bits on this May as well.
It looks like we will see Arctic. It will push all the way through. Had about 13 seconds left on the clock.
I think if I think if there is a break, like if we do see a tiebreaker, which hasn't been seen in any series so far, I don't even know who I would go for because Chowdhury's doing absolute bits for this.
I mean, I think you'd have to get both for the momentum swing that Arctic now has, and that they won the last King of the Hill. I would probably give it to Arctic.
Yeah, like, oh, Chowdhury switching on. I don't understand the switch. That might just be me.
I mean, it kind of depends which Hailstorm team would show up in this tiebreaker. We saw when they were red hot in that last one, they took it 100% to 0 on map 2 of Elios. I mean, but when they were starting to get beaten most of the fights and they were kind of getting outpicked there, that's when they ended up losing.
I don't understand what the Brig adds to this dive comp either. What does Brig add to dive?
Very good question. I
Like,
don't know.
That Brig. Oh, wait, what? This team comp doesn't make sense.
A lot of mixed up bits and pieces, but
yeah.
Good anti.
Yeah, but say looks like they're gonna be taken out slowly but surely now. As they do have the fire though, help get some air dominance going.
Yeah, like I just don't understand what Brig brings to this team at all.
And we are seeing Arctic very early on here, getting another hack onto the the Brig.
We see Connor switching over to the Pharah.
Barry, the first one to have their ult.
Fairy followed by Muspin, both support ults are up and ready on the side of Arctic. The rest of them are relatively close to have it in this fight.
The Dominator just diving straight onto the enemy team. Arctic kind of got split
getting
there.
away with it as well.
I mean, now you don't got to worry about EMP or Nano. This is the time to get aggressive. Get some of those picks.
I feel like that should have been a punish on... It should have been a punish.
It's eaten, beaten.
Oh, what beat? That's a good beat.
Oh, and there's the rally coming out by Devil. There you go, on the point. Just trying to swing around there.
Honestly, the Brig takes no skill whatsoever. Oh, we've got Nano Blade coming out.
Oh, and the MP, another bomb on the
Oh
side.
my god. That,
Oh, no.
All the
what
ults are
just
coming out in
happened
this
there?
fight.
What actually just happened? And we've got Dominator that will be popping. Yeah, he will be popping Primal. But are they going to C9 the point here?
And oh, there's the hack onto the Winston as well. You can't leap or anything, so that's a lot of free ult. Go for it. And the anti
That's
as well.
Winston dead. Yeah.
Farah taking out Fairy, Connor getting Fairy there in the back. However, Dom's res as well.
This is a very good
A
hold.
huge.
Like I will say, I kind of like what Connor's going for here. He's just going for the back line. He kind of knows with this team he's facing, you got to get those back lines supports. Because they're getting ults like crazy. Like,
As soon
Muspin
as
has
you
enough
say
of them.
that, he gets picked by Chowdhury. Chowdhury switching to hit scant just to try and deal with this Pharah.
Yeah, Connor going immediately to the Widow as well. Another Widow 1v1 will be taking place here.
I mean, the place that Chowdhury has right now is extremely good for Widow. Because she can just command all high ground from that point. And we have Connor just trying to contest her now.
Dominator in the middle of 4 people. Yep. There's the Primal coming out on the other side as well. SSB just using Primal to break.
I've been so impressed with Arctic in this match.
I would say, like, they've
Oh, what a shot.
I don't understand what Rally's doing at all for the team right now. Like, what is it doing?
Another kill from...
Chowdhury's actually just popping off. As soon as I say that, he gets killed by a Winston.
But I mean, you get killed by the
both
Winston. You drag the Winston out. He forced Rez out. He killed
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Widow. D-Mech Divas.
I mean, he's a scary force in that Widow. Yeah, I would put everything in my power to get him down to a bomb coming in by Tom.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Fairy Stars, I think, managed to use Nano last fight, so...
They've already building it back up, going to the Mercy now. So they're gonna run Mercy, Lucio going...
Oh, there's gonna be a huge EMP. Danny's just getting set up for it.
Let's say there's a lot of people on the point, so...
Oh no, what pick!
Never mind.
What pick by Connor!
Out of nowhere. Oh! That make it two! And Muspin trying to get up there to get him down from high ground instead will be eliminated by Dominator. 3 minutes here for Hailstorm to push through. Let's see if they can get through Dorado. Hack on the devil once again. I mean, now we're just seeing this momentum once again. It's shifted as Hailstorm getting a nice bit of movement here on the payload.
You almost done?
Yeah.
Hailstorm's making just steady progress right now.
That's all you can really ask for, especially when they're just trying to build up these ults for later fights. Maybe force your opponent to pop all theirs early. As they will get Muspin, however, Tom's immediately limbed. And Fairy getting the res. Is he gonna get the res as well into Tom? There you go, they're getting both.
This match has went on for ages, by the way. I just don't understand what Break brings to the team.
I'm still kind of confused on that myself, but we will see the res of Dominator. They're gonna get the res as well onto Danny. With that EMP ready to go. Gonna pop it.
Oh no. I feel like that EMP should have been popped up while the Messi was resing.
I mean, yeah, because once Mercy hits Valk, all it really does is take away her guardian. She can still fly and get the multi-heal.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean, and on the side of Hailstorm, they still have 3 ults. I would honestly just chunk Diva Bomb straight into that little crevice. Let it do the work for you. Speaking of...
Huge,
oh no, that's huge.
And the Riz is well on the counter, so they have lost nobody in this fight on the side of Hailstorm. I'll have to wait and see if they can push this cart.
Huge beat to finish the fight out.
Yep, but there you go, last is through a house. Nobody else coming out on the hamster just to stall. Currently, if Hailstorm can push through, they'll have a minimal time advantage. They will get Fairy once again though, so no res for at least 10 seconds. Danny coming out on the Reaper. However, that's what the Brig's here for, just to start that brawl on the ground. There you go, we got it. Just swinging away on the cart.
Huge
Connor, nice kick on
headshot.
the Fairy. Another one. Tom getting a double, getting Muspin. In the process, both supports are gone. They will get it all the way through.
So now we have nearly a minute for both teams.
I couldn't tell if they had the slight edge or if they ended up tying off or going under even.
5
They
seconds.
went into overtime.
I mean,
However,
last
in
time we
this
saw,
game-
both times that Hailstorm was heading overtime like this, they took advantage of it. And they just pushed through.
And I mean, even with 5+ seconds, with the way they played that last point, they keep up that aggression and that really tight-knit, you know, like really good coordination. They could easily push this all the way through. It just kind of depends on what your
2 minutes.
opponent runs and how you handle it.
Yeah, you can go. 2 minutes.
Looks like we'll be seeing a exact replica of their triple support here on the side of Hailstorm. Kind of curious since you especially saw the Bastion and Reaper.
Yeah, they're just going Bastion. Bastion's so boring. Boring
Bastion and
comp.
McCree.
You gotta do what's gonna catch you the win, though.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
And
I
to be
actually
fair,
do have to do what's gonna get you the
Hailstorm
win.
pulled the same exact strat against them.
Yeah, they pulled it worse though because they had a Rhine.
So we'll have to wait and see what they can do, as we're seeing an identical version of Hailstorm's comp from last time.
No,
Honestly,
Hailstorm have Rhines, are ya?
did they? Oh no, I meant of
Yeah.
last map Dorado.
Ooh.
Yeah, last round.
Ah, right,
Dorado.
yeah.
Yeah. As we are going to see the rotation here on the side of
Oh,
Arctic.
we
up
see the
top.
Diva pushing
Chow
on the
is
Diva and
just
getting
plowing
the
through this Diva mech.
However, there we go. We will be seeing Arctic rotate down to the low ground now to stop the payload. Honestly, we're going to see what this team can do. Brig just in the middle of everybody. They're still getting the Bastion.
Oh, I
However,
should have
Pic's
reloaded
going in
there.
both
Unlucky.
directions.
Oh,
That's
didn't
very-
get the res either.
Nope, Bastion and
D-Max
Mercy
gonna
both
pull high
down,
noon.
no.
That could be big. Gets two.
Oh my god.
Big double there, taking out the last bit of hope here on the side of Hailstorm. Never mind, they did get the contest. So we're going to see Dominator just fighting as his team comes back in. Devil to take out Chow. He's going to keep fighting on the point. Tom coming in with a hamster. Oh, dude, all the ults coming in, res onto the Zen.
I mean,
Yeah,
Danny's just melting through players now.
Yep. SSV getting a pick as well into Genja. Trans out on the side of Arctic. They're just stalling for as long as they can. Just trying to keep this point. Stop
Huge
the opposing
stun.
team.
That's a very strong hold from Arctic.
They held it really, really well here. And if you're on the opposing side, what do you do to counter it? Like, what do you do to stop your opponent?
I think the only way you can do this is like do the exact same strats.
The thing is, though, on
They could
Arctic's
go for a
initial
spawn camp.
push, they did use
Yeah,
the pirate ship
I
as
think
strat.
I think spawn camp is probably the best option.
Because I'm
you
guessing
gotta-
we're gonna see a pirate ship come out from Arctic after running
That
a,
is almost
and
like
as
guaranteed.
we see a pirate ship come straight out. We are seeing the start
Pirate
of
ship
a.
awesome.
They aren't pulling a Bastion though. They're opting to go Junkrat Hanzo, expecting this pirate ship coming out from Arctic.
At the same time, though, I don't think that's really going to be enough with the heals you have on the side of Arctic. I mean, once they get trans, which will only take about a fight or two.
And now Tom's switching to the
You can't
Devo ult.
suppress-
They're going for these ults that will just one hit kill the payload they're hoping for.
Let's see, I can see that. The Diva Bomb, they are running that triple tank once again. I'm kinda confused with the Brig still. I can get it once the payload moves in, and they get down to that brawl.
Brig actually does nothing for this fight.
They're like, up
This
until
Brig
they
that
have
they
to
got.
defend the hill.
Bastion does
Oh, there
get
you go,
hooked.
getting them off the payload at least. There you go, that's what you want to do, constant shield pressure. But that Bastion ain't going down
God.
yet.
They're literally getting free push.
They are pushing
Oh,
down
there you go,
now.
Devil gonna get this in
They
the
are
back.
getting the picks.
Gonna get the best. Yep, Res coming out onto
They
the
aren't
Zen,
able
so
to
now
stop
this is your
it.
chance to get that Bastion.
Diva does get DMX. Orisa down.
They do get SS. Yep. Oh, and there
And
goes.
the picks are falling in the
Junkrat.
side of Arctic now.
Of Arctic, yeah.
And he falls again
game
with the
has
rip
what-
tire.
Let's say he could pull it from spawn and try something.
Oh, that's a
anything.
big dragons taking out Genja.
Oh, the short-lived stall there, but is.
Oh my
in the
god.
bag
We're going to map 5.
of-
We are going to our first map 5, and I am actually so mad.
I was about to say, like, in the waning seconds of Dorado, we're gonna see it. SSV, though, play the game with Winston. Just tickling. Tickle, tickle. Just
All you see there is just Chowdery. Oh my god, 18,000, nearly 19,000 damage done.
And both supports on the side of Arctic making their way to the board. That kind of helps show who kept this whole Arctic squad alive throughout those fights. I mean, that just proves it right there. Just all of Arctic on the board. That was really good. A really good match by them, coming back from those early close map losses on our first two maps, leading us to the tiebreaker.
Dodo for Demo. Who's Demo? Devil.
Yeah.
Is Demo Devil?
I can't remember.
Dom Flag. Swap it.
How many sons you got, Fairy? Does Fairy have any sons?
About 100. Everyone in the league is her son. Who's Demo?
Ask him.
Is that is that Devil Slayer? I think it might be.
Kind of waiting here. What is the tiebreaker map?
It is Nepal.
Yeah.
So a lot of close quarters, and of course the big old hole there.
See,
on
this
either
is a
side.
map where you can play Brig.
Let's say like I'm kind
It's
of
kind of triggering.
with the Brig dying thing.
The Brigger did nothing. Brig did nothing there. She gave maybe a little bit of point presence, but you could have had anyone with that. You could have had an Anna.
I understood it more with the Bastion comp though, because at least then if you had to rotate off, if they had gotten the chance to do so, to that hill, it could have made more sense our brawl setting there.
Yeah,
But on the
it's
high
just
ground,
like it just didn't make sense.
besides maybe yeeting the armor at people, that's about all I got.
So we have Dodo coming in. Spectate. Swap blue team. We good to go? That's us. We're ready.
Alright, final map.
Here we go. I mean, this is one of those maps where Brawl is pretty good on at least 2 of 3. The only one where it's kind of iffy is Shrine, I believe. Indoor one. Like indoor with a giant hole.
Is that Shrine? Is this not Shrine?
This is
I don't
Shrine.
remember.
This
Oh no, this is
Shrine.
Village. No, this is
No.
Village.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
Village.
Shrine.
Shrine's the one with the stairs.
Yeah, wait, stairs.
I don't know what the indoor one is. It Temple? No,
Maybe.
it's something.
Oh, no.
It's something.
But the big indoor one with the giant holes,
Yeah.
that's the one where you will see probably see some Roadhog, Lucio, you know, lots
Orisa.
more environmentals. Yeah, the environmental style comps, you know. Get those big picks.
Yeah, I think both teams here are going for Brawl.
Except on the side of Hailstorm, we're seeing Goats. On the side of Arctic, we are getting to see the Reaper and May come out in a 2-2-2. I'm kind of interested to see, because I think on the side of Arctic here,
Also,
they have
I've just had someone tell me that Sanctum is indoors.
Sanctum. Okay. Let's see.
Thank you, Chaston.
Yes, thank you. I don't remember the names. Yes, here we go. We do have a Brawl already set up on the point here. Arctic taking full presence so far. No picks yet. However, Arctic is starting to get the beginning grabs contested at the last second. Oh, you have Hailstorm split here. The supports and Diva kind of stuck on one side. I think that's going to be the big part of this map.
Yeah, I think we've changed to having a Widow. No, we haven't. Tom switched to a Pharah.
So you're going to get some more of that overall damage. Just getting the
All depends if Danny can hit shots with mate, to be honest.
And we are seeing Ginja go the Reaper, so we are kind of seeing more, I guess, control-esque comp.
I mean, Fairy's team, Arctic, has literally just pulled this out from the jaws of defeat, really.
I was about to say, like, they took those close map losses early on, and all of a sudden they've turned them around head over heels. It's just... This matchup has completely shifted coming into these last 2 maps.
Yeah.
Oh, nice block there.
That was such a clean block. Oh no! Now the picks are starting to come out.
Yeah, there you go. Arctic once again, just getting those first couple picks in the middle of the brawl, and that's all it took. Already up 70%.
But we have Grav available for this fight.
Grav on both sides. Tom's getting close to this barrage here.
They grab on both sides.
Chowdery will have Death Blossom as well available.
And Danny could get Blizzard as well by the end of this. We'll have to wait and see where this goes. Grav gonna get all of Arctic caught in there.
Huge ult.
That is actually massive. That is just a clean-up. But they did have to waste Grav on that. But it's more than worth it for the point.
I mean, really, they only used 2 ults there. Like, they did use the Rally, but Rally is still on them armor-wise. So I don't really see a problem using those 2 ults there.
I mean, as long as you stay pretty spread, your opponent can't get a good hold of that grab. I'm gonna get the Brig and Zara there.
That's a big grab.
They're gonna get all the ults coming out on Arctic's
side.
What
a shot! What a stun that was by the Brig.
And Arctic,
good shatter.
As soon as they lost the point, I'm gonna get it right back.
Oh, that's a big beat.
There you're going to keep your team alive on the point as Arctic. Very dominantly there.
They're
Gonna take-
1 point away from completing the reverse sweep.
I know. This'll be. I think this will probably be one of the only reverse sweeps we'll see all season as well.
I mean, when we were in the podcast today, M3 was just shouting that Blackwatch versus Scuffed was going to be match of the week. Arctic v Arctic is getting pretty interesting.
I must say, I mean, this matchup been close throughout. There's never really been a map.
Because I don't know how many people know the backstory of both these teams. Hailstorm is Arctic from the OPT, and Arctic is the Arctic from the OLOC. These are both Arctics just going to claw at each other.
They just kind of,
But like,
Arctic dominance, I guess.
all of the Arctic teams are like really good friends with each other as well. So it's just like everyone knows each other's game inside and out.
And I mean, they're all really good on top of that. I mean, already. They were gonna be a tough matchup either way.
First blood goes to Arctic as well.
SSB getting an early double, making a triple.
Arctic here just looking to close it out, going straight to the GOATS comp. They've had
Might
enough.
as well, go for it.
I mean, Fairy did build the entire team to play goats.
Honestly, smart with the way the meta currently is, and with the patch, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with the meta there. I'm not quite sure what will happen with it.
I think goats will still be relevant, extremely relevant, and probably best comp. But I feel like there's a lot of things to counter. Oh my god, big shatter!
Big shatter!
And we have. Oh my god, that's a team kill pretty much. The Roadhog's on the left, on the right hand. Zaya's going for him.
Well, holy crap.
He gets away. Oh, and he misses the hook on the Lucio.
Oh no. We Rally. One of them was. Oh, I hate Rally, it's so dumb.
Grav is probably going to come out here. There's no diva to eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, Grav comes out.
However, you do get the coalescence to help keep your team, and the counter grab.
Oh no, what counter grab? What shot?
What a counter, shatter.
Oh my lord. It does look like we are saying, there you go, Hellfire.
What shot? Oh my god.
Hailstorm.
Oh my god, what's done? What's done?
Pulling out everything they got here.
Hailstorm is bringing back this fight though, and they're going to take the point.
They do got it. However, Thrill, with the dangerous medieval bombs they've been having today, I would be worried as they do have it up and ready to go. And just...
I've actually been so impressed with Dodo the way he's came in and just hit the ground running.
See, look, like he's playing like he's been in the whole game.
Oh, that's a big pick on main heals.
Oh, and then you're gonna immediately get the main tank as well. So no shield,
I mean,
not a lot of heals.
Dodo's just swinging. Dodo's just swinging, he doesn't care.
Just going for it. You gotta go right on in. And almost has rally for this next fight. Both teams.
I actually hope that that Hailstorm win this map, win this point, and then it goes to
just for that final.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just it's more satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, but it'd be a lot more satisfying. But we do have 4 ults on the side of Arctic, 4 on the side of the grab early. Both grabs out. B as well. All kinds of ults coming out. Arctic will get the first pick, and they were going to take advantage. As Tom and Genja just trying to keep this point under Hailstorm control. SSB already has Shatter almost back up and ready. Beat drop on the side of Arctic is there. Let's see what they can do in this potentially last fight of the game.
I mean, they have Shatter available, and Well, Hailstorm
Shut it
had
down.
pretty much every ult available. That's a
Huge
big
shatter.
There goes the Lucio. Some of your heals are gone.
I mean, Dodo's just swinging away with this Brigitte, to be honest.
Go for
Huge
it.
grab.
That's a big grab. That's a
just-
cleanup. That's a cleanup.
Chow, that's
And
a
that should be game.
Why not, Joe? I think.
And that's
Joe
it.
got every single kill in that
Oh,
fight.
no.
Arctic has.
That's a reverse. Oh my god.
Oh my lord! They did it. They came back around. Very, very close throughout, but it will be Arctic in the end here, taking it from the jaws of defeat with a reverse sweep. I love it.
Right, guys. So the time of the match has actually came. That is a lot of armor.
Yeah. That is just a huge amount.
Also, he was only 2 off Musbin from having a perfect 6 for 6 on all his sound barriers.
Yeah.
22 out of 24. Alright, so time to pick MVPs. It's 1 for each team now. And I think it's deserving.
Is it? I think for Arctic, it actually.
See, now here's the thing. We were, and I will point this out, we were definitely going to give it to Thrill. Because he was outstanding on that diva. But the problem is, Thrill was, we saw him eat those grabs in Hollywood, they didn't win that map. When we saw Chow popping off, which was Ilios, which was Dorado, Arctic won those maps. And so I think Chow had a very big impact.
I actually feel like it has to go to Choud. Because as soon as he came in, he started bodying people left, right, and center.
Yeah, I can't
Like,
disagree.
Connor tried to come and contest, and literally, he was just getting slaughtered every single time he even stepped foot on the point with the Widow.
So who are we giving it to on Arctic?
I think we're
I
gonna
gotta
give
say
it
Chow.
to Chow.
Chowd. And then on the side of Hailstorm, I was going to give it to Ginja for just those absolute insane boops on Ilios. And it felt like his sound barriers were just so important on the side of.
I also believe Ginja.
Yeah, I can go for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ginja did really good throughout.
yeah, I think Ginja's a good shout. Yeah, Ginja. Everyone agree?
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, Tom played really well as well, but Ginja's probably the best. Yeah, I think Ginja.
Yeah, Genja and Chow. Just
Yeah,
go
Ginja
with it.
and Chow.
Alright. So that's it. That was a pretty interesting game. It was long, but worth the wait, worth the watching.
That was close throughout. That was a really good game.